Hey there, future self, what is up? It is Past Holly here, and it is currently Friday, April 24th, 2020. We're outside here in the nature. We got Zumberg over there. Zumberg Pond is right there, which you can kind of see. Diagonal is Lake Superior, where I spend a lot of time as a film major and in the communications classes. And right kind of behind you a little bit is the clock tower. Today is a super exciting day because I will be opening this letter that I wrote to my future self. I wrote this letter in August of 2016, and then it's addressed to Holly, April or May, during the time of graduation, year 2020, which is now. My graduation was supposed to be tomorrow morning on Saturday the 25th, but alas, there's a pandemic going on if you haven't heard. I thought today would be a good day to, open up this letter and read it. I'm really excited, honestly. And a lot of times when I tell people that I wrote myself a letter, they're like, Holly, why are you just so cool? And to that I say, thank you. I've learned these past couple years that one of my top strengths is futuristic. So I tend to think a lot in the future and plan for the future. In everything I do, I'm like, okay, what would future Holly want me to do today? August of 2016, Holly knew that future Holly wanted to read this letter. Okay. I don't know if it feels like the right moment to open this right now, but I don't know if it'll ever feel like the right moment, Here we go. I told it's uncomfortably high so you can see me opening it. Okay, here's what we got. Oh, something fell. We got 3 things in here so far. I had a thing freshman year where you put your card in, and I guess this came in it, and I guess I gave it to my future self. So thank you, past self. This is great. I did put a brochure in here. I wrote something on it. Only thing I wanted to put in here with the date on it, LOL. Yeah, it says 2016, 2017 down there. I've circled the meal plan that I had my freshman year. Actually, freshman year was basically the only year that I had a meal plan, because then sophomore year I just did dining dollars. I actually ended up working for Campus Dining. I worked for their marketing for their street team, so I handed out brochures like this all the time. I'm scared, but also kind of excited. Thursday, September 8th, 2016. Dear future self, hello, it is I, Past Holly from September 28th, 2016. And I'm writing this letter to you so in 4 years, when I hopefully graduate, you can look back and put all of my worries to rest and fulfill my dreams. Oh, that's so cute. College has been good so far. I have been here about 3 weeks. The first 2 weeks went by so slow. They say college will go by fast, but I have yet to experience that. The entire first week was just a bunch of orientation. I'm thinking about becoming an honors orientation leader one day soon. I'm gonna stop right there. So the first 3 weeks went by so slow. Here's the thing about me, people. Yes, I remember writing this letter sort of, and yes, it doesn't feel like 4 years ago that I wrote this letter. I accomplished so much, and there's no way I could have accomplished what I accomplished in less than 4 years, It continues to go by slow. Does it go by fast, Holly? Hard to say. For me, time doesn't really go by fast or slow. I think I tend to live in the moment a little bit more than other people, it seems like, and just kind of take things as they come. And it feels like it's been 4 years, basically. It doesn't feel like 1 year, even though I remember this. I don't, you know what I mean? Yeah. Also wants to be an honors mentor one day, orientation leader one day soon. I did that 2 years in a row. Mom really wants me to become an RA, but IDK if I'm all in for that. Did I ever become one? No, you didn't. I think I applied. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really too bummed though. An RA, I guess it was always in the back of my mind something I should do, but it was never something I super duper wanted to do. It just would have been nice and maybe some good leadership experience, but don't worry, past self, you did other really cool things. As of yet, I have not eaten any meal alone, which is nice, but I wouldn't say that's because I have a bunch of new friends. The people in my hall are really nice. I just don't make friends easily, LOL. Yeah, I remember freshman year, we basically did not eat any meal alone. We were basically always going out with people in our hall. Eventually I ate meals alone because I eventually during lunch or whatever, I'd bring stuff back to my dorm and eat it. You eventually will eat alone, a lot probably. It's just freshman year, yeah, we definitely always ate together, which was nice, I guess. And I said I don't make friends easily. I don't know, past self, you have friends now, so I don't know if you make them easily. I think you got better, so don't worry about that. You got better. So when I go to the therapy session, you have to do a survey or whatever thing every time you go in there, and to know I make friends easily. And I think I always click sort of like me. I'm currently living in Holton Hooker. It's a brand new building. I guess the rooms are bigger and the building is shaped like an H. I like it here. Plus we have AC, which not many other dorms have. We have to keep our room between 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually pretty coldish. I said it's 68 to 72 degrees, which is actually pretty coldish. That's really funny though, because my roommates living on campus for the past couple years, we've kept our room at like a solid 64, 65 degrees. So we have had 5 fire alarms in the past 3 weeks, which is crazy. I guess the past few have been cooking incidents. I think it would have like 23 fire alarms go off that year. I remember one freshman year, we had it like the second night that we were there, and I woke up screaming. And then the day before we were supposed to move out or something, we had a fire alarm, and for some reason, it just felt like it closed the circle. Yeah, that was crazy. Since then, haven't really had any fire alarms. My classes are going well. As of right now, I'm on an undecided major, but I'm thinking about film and video or writing. They said I could double major in both, which I might do. I had to talk to a professor today. I was terrified. I'm trying to think of what professor I had to talk to. You'll end up talking to a lot of professors and you'll end up like creating good bonds with them. So don't worry about that. You'll be fine. So Holly, you ended up majoring in film and video and you have a minor in advertising. You didn't declare your minor until like junior, sophomore year. Definitely pushed against doing an advertising minor at first, but I'm kind of glad I did it. Yeah, you did consider though, double minoring in writing and advertising though for a little bit there. You did consider writing and film and video, but you took a writing class and then you decided that you could not write when you are under pressure and under stress. And it almost takes away like the fun and creativity of writing when you're just kind of pressured and stressed to do it. But you did major in film, so that's kind of cool. IDK, I kind of like this whole college thing. You can pretty much be as involved or as invisible as you want. Yeah. That is true. And Holly, you ended up being pretty involved and not as invisible as you probably would have thought you would have been, which is good, I guess. So good for you. I went to 2 club meetings yesterday, Grand Valley TV and the Green Team. The Green Team is quite a small group, which I like. We will see where that takes me. Or us, wink. You did join Grand Valley TV. You were a part of it for like 3 years, I want to say. You became a producer for a show, so that was cool. You thought about getting more involved. Grand Valley TV, I felt like wasn't growing my skills as much as like other involvements were. So you ended up dropping out of that, but it was good while you were part of it, definitely. And the Green Team, yeah, you did that for solid, I'd say like throughout all your years of college. That was a very beneficial thing to do, honestly. Good for you for doing that. You've even continued to like, you know, volunteer outside and like the community for Green Team sort of things. And Green Team gave you like a lot of really good skills of like talking to strangers, which was nice. I'm also thinking about joining the equestrian club. Very excited for that, exclamation point. It should be fun to be able to ride again. You did join the equestrian club for a solid month. And then it became too expensive and you did not have time and you weren't that good and you didn't really feel like you were making a lot of friends in it. So you dropped after like 1 lesson maybe. You did spend too much money though on that for those 1 or 2 lessons though, but alas. Live and learn. Keeping a workout schedule in college is kind of hard. I think it will get easier though as we progress in the year. So in terms of workout schedule, yeah, it does get easier throughout the year. I'd say freshman year is probably the hardest to keep a workout schedule. And after that, I had more like control over my time. So like sophomore year, junior year, senior year, I would like go after class or I'd go, you know, before I go to bed or things like that. I love the gym. It's closed now, obviously, because we're in a pandemic. I've not talked to my academic advisor yet though. Should I? No, not really. So academic advisor was in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. They were never very helpful. She is the one who encouraged me though to take advertising classes and have an advertising minor. So I guess that in that aspect you could say it was kind of helpful. You don't need to, Holly. You were probably fine. Honestly, you're pretty smart when you figured it out on your own. In terms of faculty advisor, yeah, you do end up talking to her a lot. You've had her for a class. You'll have her for a class later on in this year, actually. I want to go on an alternative break sometime in college. Yes, Holly, you did. You ended up going on 4 alternative breaks. You site-lighted one of them and was a participant for 3 of them. I ended up going in the summer of this year, actually. So you'll end up going on one this year. And then later, you'll become president of that organization, and that organization will be the result of like a lot of like your personal growth and development and stuff. And that was probably the #1 good choice that you made. So I'm glad I mentioned it in here, actually. I'm glad I mentioned alternative breaks. Did I study abroad in college? Right now, I don't really have much of a desire to study abroad, but if it falls into my lap, I'd be all for it. Bam! Holly, you did study abroad. You were going to do a semester, and then you ended up doing an internship abroad, actually, over the summer in Prague. That was fun. Yeah, I remember being pretty neutral about it, but then there was a time where I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it, because you got to do it while you still can. And you did do it, so good for you. During honors orientation, we had to write on a cloud our dreams, and they'll give it back to us in 4 years. On mine, I wrote I wanted to be a creator. A creator of what exactly? Well, I'm currently not quite sure. I suppose a creator of life, of stories, of things. Holly, you are freaking a creator. The honors graduation was supposed to be today, but I don't even know if we'll ever get our clouds back or not, but I totally remember writing that on the cloud. I put I wanted to be a creator. And Holly, you created so many things. Like, look at this right here. I don't know, just letting you know a few. Zero plastic meal prep. Videos. You're creating this video. What the heck? You created this letter. That's pretty darn cool. I don't know, here's some other things I've created through the years. I mean, you've created leaders too, which I think is kind of cool, through your involvement in like alternative breaks, through being a site leader. And I think creating leaders is one of the top things that you can create. So Holly, are you a creator? Hell yeah. In 4 years, where do I see myself? To be honest, I'm not quite sure. Did I end up graduating from Grand Valley? Yes, you did. I do remember being sketch about that a little bit though, for a while there. What do I major in? Film and video, and a minor in advertising. Or minor, oh yeah, that. Where have I traveled? Oh my gosh, Holly, you've been to Prague, you've been to California twice just in the past year. You've been to Arkansas and North Dakota, and you've gone to Virginia, and you've been to Texas, and those are all through school trips, and traveled throughout Michigan too. So yeah, you've been a lot of places. What have I joined? What haven't you joined, Holly? The Cook Leadership Academy, the Student Environmental Coalition, Alternative Breaks, the Green Team, Grand Valley TV. I probably forgot some things. I'll just post pictures right here if I have more things I was involved in. What have I done? What will I do next? What have you done? I feel like we've talked a lot about what you've done. You've won some awards. Good job. And you've won awards at Grand Valley, but also outside of Grand Valley, which is super cool. You won some scholarships or two. That's sort of nice. You've met people. You've gone places. You've lived your best life. So good job. What will I do next? That is the $1 million question, Holly, and I wish I could help you, but I do not know. We're in a pandemic, so it's really kind of scary. I'm going to tell you my biggest dream as of right now. I really want to work or have an internship on the set of the Friends TV show revival series episodes. As of right now, today, a Friends reunion episode is not a thing, but I believe that within the next 4 years, it will be. I know it, and I will intern on it. Getting accepted onto the set crew would be the best feeling in the entire world. Flying down to LA or New York or Hollywood or wherever they shoot it would be a dream come true. It would be over the summer, and it will be the best experience of my life. Yeah. So Holly, actually a Friends reunion thing is sort of a thing. So you were right about that, and it sort of is over the summer. I think they're doing it in May. I don't know, I kind of lost sight of my goals for a little bit there. I totally remember writing that goal, and I totally remember wanting to do that goal, and I totally still would do that goal, but I don't know. I didn't get sidetracked. Just my summers were filled with other things, or I didn't really think I was qualified enough, or you end up having like a lot of self-doubt about your abilities to wanting to do that. Still might one day, still sort of is a dream. They are doing a Friends reunion series, I believe, in May. But again, now we're at a stay-at-home order until May 15th, and that we're in a pandemic. They probably aren't having interns or anybody really help out with that. So that's not happening, and it makes me kind of sad past life. Like, I'm sad for you, or I've been sad in the past for that, because I totally remember that. And I totally remember writing this, and I remember that I would have to open this letter up one day and be like, hey, like, that didn't happen. But, you know. I also put on here, P.S. I wouldn't mind working for Google or Disney. Spoiler, Disney basically owns everything. So if you go to LA, you'll probably end up working for Disney at some point. I went to LA over this past spring break. It was so much fun. It was amazing. I said I would also like to intern or work on the Ellen DeGeneres show, because she's just so cool and fun and funny, and that would be amazing to work with that type of talent. Yeah, Holly, you're right. It would be. And then there's like a break right here in the writing. And then I put, sorry, I went out to lunch with Anna in my hall and I never picked this up again. It is now Monday, September 19th. This is now 10 days later. That's funny. And I'm starting to miss home a little bit. I love those days after school in high school when I could just go to cross country practice and then head home, where mom would have dinner ready, or we would go out to dinner and then do homework and later chill and watch TV. I miss that. And if it's weird to think, then just 4 years, that will have all just been a distant memory. Yeah, it was just, no, that's true. I mean, maybe not so much right now, because now I'm living at home again, sort of, but no, cross-country practice, going out to dinner with family, and then heading home to do homework, that is a distant memory. But don't worry, Holly, it'll get better. Freshman year, it'll be rough. Freshman year, it will be rough. I'm not gonna lie, past self, but you'll be okay. I'll be more of an adult, probably living on my own, with my future ahead and a plan. I already can't wait for Thanksgiving when I can get a break from this college thing, LOL. I know, here's the thing, Holly, you end up freaking loving college and you end up not wanting to leave here, and you end up actually really enjoy kind of living on your own. And you end up almost being sad that you have to go back, you know, to your parents' house now. Obviously, it's a pandemic and it's for the safety of everybody. And yeah, you do have your future ahead, although it's kind of nerve-wracking right now. But it's nice, I don't know, it's good to hear from you. Right now, I'm at my freshman year desk. There are some pictures from cross country above my bed, a plush stingray, and some books I bought from home. There's a gnome I made out of an old water ball, and a cone paper cup. I have minimal necklaces and bracelets and some spoons I need to clean. I use the spoons for eating yogurt every morning. I totally remember all those things that I just mentioned. The spoons, yeah, I did have yogurt every morning freshman year basically, and I think it was second semester I started doing oatmeal. You start doing oatmeal actually, future self, instead of yogurt, partially because oatmeal you can get zero plastic, which is great. It's cheaper than yogurt, and I also think it helps with the skin not having as much dairy. And I also started to dislike yogurt throughout this year also because I was eating it so much. What am I like now, you may ask? My favorite food is potatoes and pasta. I do not have a boyfriend, and honestly, it's hard to picture me with one, haha. Okay, favorite food now, yeah, potatoes and pasta. I'm so sick with that. Lemon bars are really good too. I don't have a boyfriend, and honestly, it's hard to picture me with one, haha. Still single as a Pringle, as they say, past self. It's all good though. It is hard to picture me with one, I guess, partially because in college I was so focused on myself and I felt like I was working on the relationship with myself a lot, so I don't really have time to focus on other people. Although I will let you know, past self, it took you 4 freaking years to you even have a crush on somebody, so good job. And then you did end up telling them actually like 2 days ago, so past self. That's something you didn't think you would ever do. My ears are not pierced, and I am wearing 2 band-aids on my fingers to treat warts. Ears are still not pierced. Really cares. Band-aids on warts. Yeah, I had those warts I think like all of freshman year maybe. I think they started to go away near the end of freshman year. So dear future self, I hope college went well for you. I really do. Right now, I'm struggling to find my path, to find my way, and figure out where I fit in. I hope you have found yourself. Good luck to you, and good luck to me. Smiley face. Holly Tamburillo, September 19th, 2016. And I wrote that this is how I sign my name now, and I don't like it very much, but did it change by the year 2020? Holly Tamburillo, age 18, freshman student, undecided major at Grand Valley State University. That was super cute. Thank you, past self, for this letter. I hope you have found yourself. Honestly, future self, we still are. It's still a work in progress. You've made a lot of good progress, though, in terms of finding yourself. You've met a lot of really cool people, which is nice. I mean, yeah, you're still trying to find yourself. You still don't know what the future ahead holds yet. But you have enough confidence to come out here in the middle of a day, in the middle of a pandemic, and talk to a camera, which is kind of cool. Yeah, you've definitely grown and changed a lot. Have I found myself? I don't know. I guess I've basically spent the past 4 years of my life trying to call myself bold and confident, and I think by now I can and do call myself bold and confident. It took me 4 years, and I did not feel bold until like 3 days ago when I did something. But if it took 4 years, you know, whatever. Actually, starting therapy was also really beneficial also in your college development, which was cool. I mean, meeting all those people, things like that. And all the different people you met in the relationships that you now have, and keeping in touch with them and your roommates, they all kind of help build your college experience. Don't mind that I am now in a new location and it is now 5 days later. Just ignore that fact. There are a couple things I kind of ran across while editing this video that I sort of just wanted to mention before I'm done here. If you want to stay in touch with me or, you know, see what I'm up to next, you can follow me on these websites. My One Scary Thing blog right here is when I push myself to do one scary thing every single day for the entirety of my fall semester sophomore year. I have another blog where I post zero plastic meal prep episodes where you can learn how to be more sustainable in your daily life. That's right here. That was actually my senior project for here in college. Just my general advice to anybody who's in college right now, I guess, after reading over my letter. Well, you're kind of given this safe space, push out of it and try new things and use your resources. Because after you graduate, you won't necessarily get the resources in the same kind of way. Ever really again, I guess. Reach out to others, keep in contact with those connections. I guess I was extremely unsure freshman year when I first came to Grand Valley about what my experience would be like and if I'd even, stick with it. I encourage all of you guys to write letters to yourselves either 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever milestone that seems appropriate, and then reflect on it later. Again, thank you so much to everyone who has made my Grand Valley experience what it is. I know I, for one, will always be a Laker for a lifetime. Bam. Okay, cool. I never know how to end these videos.